gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Lufkin High School, Lufkin Lady Panthers softball complex for today's matchup between the visiting Porter Lady Spartans and our Lufkin Lady Panthers. We'd like to thank everyone who came out today to show your support for your teams. I'd also like to recognize our grounds management crew, J.C. Connor and Bobby Snow, that continuously keep our stadium in super condition. I'd also like to recognize our ticket takers, Melba Whitmill and Shaka Specs. Our concession stand features nachos, Frito chili pie, popcorn, french fries, cheese sticks, and assortment of candies and drinks to keep you energized. Your officials for tonight, making the calls in the field, will be Jeremiah Mott, and behind the plate, Jordan Young. We appreciate the rulings of the umpires and ask that you show the same courtesy toward them. Here are your starting lineups in batting order. First, the visiting Lady Spartans. Playing second base, number 6, Cadence Hayes. Behind the plate will be number 2, Christina Jackson. On the mound is a pitcher, number 14, Kiara Crosby.
Check, 1, 2, 3, check, check, check.
Base is number 22, Avery Evans Pickens. In right field, number 7, Trinity Reese. On first base will be number 21, Kylie Rose. In shortstop, number 5, Jordan Franklin. In center field, number 3, Layla Brown. Rounding out left field, number 1, Lindsay Pruitt. Subs for the Lady Spartans.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome in to our Cafe Del Rio pregame show here live from Lady Panther softball field here on Lufkin game day. Thank you for tuning us in, where the Lady Panthers are going up against a tough one tonight in the new Caney Porter, the new Caney Porter Spartans. And they, of course, this will be the second game of the District 16 5A play for both teams. Lufkin, our girls, went on the road Tuesday, lost at Huntsville 5-0. Huntsville, one of the top pitchers in the district. This Porter team beat Dayton 3-0. So they're coming at 1-0, and Lufkin looking for our first win inside 16 5A play for Coach Tullis and the girls, as they are getting set to announce the starting lineups. As always, brought to you by Higginbotham Insurance, the Davis boys at Higginbotham Insurance. Here's our announcer for our Lufkin Lady Panther starting lineup.
Center field, number 11, Addison Garrett. Hitting third and playing first base, number 10, Chloe Stafford. Batting cleanup and playing third base, number 4, Marley McClendon. Hitting fifth and playing catcher, number 8, Akira Smallwood. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 12, Anicia Hernandez. Hitting seventh and on the mound tonight will be number 19, Mia Harper. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 9, Mallory Pinner. In the DP position tonight, number 5, Kayla Segura. Rounding out our lineup in right field, number 20, Serenity Smith.
And that is your starting lineup tonight. Once again, brought to you by Higginbotham Insurance for all of your insurance needs. Give the Davis boys, Jamie and Lloyd and the guys, a call today. That is Davis Insurance.
Moreno and number 16, Alyssa Flores.
For all of your insurance needs, give the boys a call today. We are in our Cafe Del Rio pregame show, getting you set for our security and guarantee first pitch coming up here in just a matter of moments. We'll have our national anthem coming up right now, so we'll keep it right here.
Head coach Ashley Bryant should be here tonight, returning from maternity leave with her newest member for the team, Knoxlyn Bryant. Team managers are Mariana, Diana Pantoa, and Andrea Valdez. At this time, we ask that you kindly stand and please remove your hat for the playing of our anthem.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes o'er the land of the free and the home of
I'd like to thank our scoreboard guru.
Let's get you set for some softball. Ladies Panthers about to start play here. Your Cafe Del Rio pregame show once again after the game tonight. Stop into Cafe Del Rio. Catch those games, get some great Mexican food. They've got it all for you right there. That is Cafe Del Rio with our pregame show as we get you set here for the first inning. Once again, we'll set that lineup for Lufkin when we come to bat. Defensively, it'll be McClendon, Fajardo, Pinner, Stafford in first base, Smallwood behind the plate, Harper on the hill, and your outfield left to right is Hernandez, Garrett, and Smith out in right field. And that is your starting lineups, once again brought to you by our good friends at Higginbotham Insurance, the Davis boys, taking care of all your insurance needs. See them today, Jamie, Lloyd, and Scotty, and the guys. That is Higginbotham Insurance right there on 59 South. We're just about set here as Mia's taking her final warm-ups. Lufkin will be in our all-white jerseys with the purple numerals. These Spartans will be in the road blacks with the red numerals, as you'll be seeing here in a moment. Of course, the Jam Digital Media, bringing you both audio and video of District 16 5A play for our boys and girls. Our next broadcast is always brought to you by Hyundai of Lufkin. The look-ahead spot. See my man Jeffrey Barrett, the guys at Hyundai of Lufkin today. Next Friday night, we'll be right back here in Lufkin, where Coach John Cobb's team got their first win in district, or excuse me, second win in district on Tuesday night. They're sitting at 2-2, and they are on the road tonight down to Kingwood Park. We'll get you some updates on that. They started at 6 o'clock this afternoon. We'll try to get some scores for you on that one, but we will be with Coach Cobb, as it'll be the Dragons, I believe, next Friday night, right back here in Lufkin. First pitch is at 7 o'clock, if memory serves me correctly, but we are here and ready to go. That's brought to you by Hyundai of Lufkin. This first inning action is brought to you by Smitty's Car Wash right there in Lufkin. Stop by Smitty's Car Wash today. And it is our first pitch. My man Hall Henderson and all the fine folks at Security and Guarantee. The first pitch is in there for a strike from Harper, and we are underway as it is 0-1 to the second baseman, Candace Hayes, for these Porter Lady Spartans. She bats from the left side, back of the box. And the 0-1 pitch slaps that ball right to second base. Fielded cleanly by Pinner. Fires it over to first base where Stafford hauls it in. And we've got 2 pitches and an out, 4-3 for the first out of the inning.
Now stepping up to the plate will be the catcher, number 2, Christina Jackson.
That'll bring up another lefty for this Porter squad. She is Christina Jackson, the catcher. She, too, will bat from the left side. However, not quite all the way back in that left-handed batter's box. About a 6-inch gap between her left foot and that back line. Harper gets the sign, goes to the wrist, and there's the first pitch. It, too, is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kiera Crosby, the pitcher, bats next, and from what I have been told, she's pretty talented at this game of softball. Jackson back in the box, the 0-1 pitch. This one's going to run inside to her. It'll be just a bit inside, even the count up at 1-1. 4 teams make the district, but this is going to be one of the toughest districts in the state with the top end of pitching. New Caney Porter with the best pitcher in the district. We'll see her in a moment. The 1-1 pitch is going to be off speed and outside, but she goes up hacking. It's 1-2. Huntsville with the returning district player of the year. She shut us out on Tuesday night, and Dayton with a very good pitcher, as does Kingwood Park, as Coach Tullis was telling me in the pregame. And that, combined with my extensive research here, has got me to see these good pitchers. That is going to just be off the outside corner. Thought we were going to get our first A-Belts Pharmacy strikeout of the ball game, but it is outside, and it evens the count up at 2-2 here in the top half of the first inning, brought to you by Smitty's Car Wash. And that one's going to be high and outside. We've got our first full count of the night. 2 the count now to Christina Jackson. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Got her out in front of the off-speed, and we do get our A-Belts Pharmacy strikeout for the second out of the inning, and that will bring up Kiera Crosby. She is the pitcher tonight, just a sophomore. And she steps in from the right side, and her cleanup batter, Avery Evans-Pickens, can rake as well. First pitch into the pitcher, Motto in for a strike. Crosby takes it. She's down in the count 0-1. Of course, it's opening day of Lufkin Little League tomorrow. Hope everyone can make it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. The 0-1 pitch, that's going to be high and outside. No, it's not. It's called a strike. It's 2-2. The coach pitch champion Braves going for a repeat this year of that championship a year ago. Will be taking first pitch at 12:30. That's going to be outside, and it's 1-2. Nothing sweeter than a repeater, a wise man once told me, and we'll be going for back-to-back titles. The 1-2 pitch, that's way outside, and that will even it up in 2-2 now to Kiera Crosby. We've got pitcher versus pitcher here in the top half of this first inning, brought to you by Smitty's Car Wash. The 2-2 pitch, and that ball's hit off the end of the bat down the right field line, slicing, one hops into the wall, and it'll be a long foul ball for Crosby. We are brought to you by Whataburger. Nothing better than a double meat, double cheese. And, of course, the Loving Auto Group. Pilgrim's Pride and Lufkin Coca-Cola. Here's the 2-2 from Harper. And that is low for ball 3. Second consecutive batter that Harper's gone to a full count. Karem's off a Smallwood's glove. But, once again, 2 outs, nobody on base. The 3-2 pitch from Harper is hit hard right at the shortstop for Hardo. She takes a crow hop over to first, and I believe she got her by a step. Good play for Hardo over to Stafford, 6-3 for out number 3, and it's a quiet inning for the Lady Spartans in the top half of the Smitty's Car Wash first inning. Lady Panthers coming to bat right here on Lufkin Game Time.
They helped guide me to purchase my dream home. It was more than I ever expected.
At Keller Williams Buchanan Realty Group, our greatest joy is helping your real estate dreams come true. Hi, I'm Heather Buchanan, and on behalf of our entire team, we want to thank you for entrusting us with your biggest investment and for making us the largest real estate company in Deep East Texas, with offices in Lufkin, Lake Sam Rayburn, Toledo Bend, and Nacogdoches. Connect with us at lufkinproperties.com.
And welcome back to Lady Panther softball here on Lufkin Game Time. Thank you for tuning us in this afternoon. They even have the unconventional left-handed catcher. You don't see that very often. And the Panthers and Mia Harper got a quick 1-2-3 inning in the first. And we are just about set here. Leading things off for the Panthers, the Lady Panthers, Abby Fajardo.
Leading off for the Lady Panthers will be the shortstop, number 2, Abby Fajardo.
Abby will step in from the right side. And the first pitch is going to tail up and inside. Nope, that's called a strike. And it got up there relatively quickly. The 0-1 pitch to Fajardo. The way he had that arm cocked, I thought he was going to call that a strike. 1-1 count now to our leadoff shortstop, Abby Fajardo. Should be followed by the center fielder, Addison Garrett, and the first baseman, Chloe Stafford. The 1-1 pitch. Fisted over here in foul territory. Evans Pickens giving chase, but she cannot get there. It falls harmlessly to the ground. A 1-2 the count now to our leadoff hitter. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and the first strikeout, Abel's Pharmacy strikeout of the ball game for Crosby. Pretty sure, unfortunately, it's not going to be the last one of the night.
Now stepping up to the plate will be the center fielder, number 11, Addison Garrett.
That'll bring up Addison Garrett, the center fielder. And the first pitch coming in from Crosby is, man, that is high and inside from my vantage point, but that is the second consecutive time it's been there. He's called it a strike, so we better be ready to hack. And the 0-1, that is good job of framing by Jackson behind the plate, but she couldn't get the call. It's 1-1. Boy, she is doing a good job trying to frame that outside corner, but Old Blue not giving it to her. He's giving her that high and tight one inside, but on the outside corner, he is very judicious in there. So now we're going to go back inside, and there's that call, and she is going to get that call, 2-2. Crosby back with the pitch. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and she struck her out. Garrett goes down swinging for out number 2. And that'll bring up Chloe Stafford.
Number 10, Chloe Stafford.
Stafford will check in to the right side. Crosby's first pitch coming in from the sophomore. That's too high, I believe. Yes, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch coming in to Stafford, catches the outside corner to even things up at 1-1. One pitch is going to be high and outside. Yes, 2-1 the count. Chloe Stafford trying to get a little rally running. Lufkin was shut out in Huntsville, 5-0. And now they draw this good pitcher in Crosby. She's on the hill with a 2-1 count, and it's another swing and a miss, 2-2. Fajardo fouled one off, but we have yet to put one in play. It's early, however. 2-2 the count to Stafford. And the pitch, strike 3, coming in with the gas. And it is a 1-2-3 inning here for Crosby. And all retired via the strikeout. That'll do it for the Smitty's Car Wash first inning. We're tied at 0, headed to the second here on Lufkin Game Time.
I was like, good gracious, heat is bodacious, air conditioners having complications. There is no right time for this extreme. The weather's too warm, I need a tech on the scene. Hey Ferraras, I am believing you can make my AC work again. Check it, got it fixed for all the 4 seasons. My house cool now, we're all chilling. It's feeling hot this year, so turn that AC low. I am getting too hot, I'm gonna call Ferraras.
Hey Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
And welcome back to Lufkin Panther Lady Panther softball here on Lufkin Game Time. Gary Ivins Jr. with you, and of course the Jam Digital Media Group bringing you the video as we roll into District 16 5A play for the girls. Second inning action brought to you by the Buchanan Realty, the Keller Williams Real Estate, the Buchanan Group. For all your real estate needs, you know where to go. Give all the good folks a call today, the Buchanan Group. That is Keller Williams here in deep East Texas. Second inning as Mia starts things off. First pitch to the 4-hole hitter, Avery. Evans Pickens is up high for ball one. 1-2-3 inning in the first for Harper. Induced a couple of ground balls and a Belts Pharmacy strikeout. Here comes the hot hitting Evans Pickens, the 1-0 pitch. She hits that one high to right field. Smith in her tracks, doesn't even have to move, and makes the catch out in shallow right field, and a quick out here in the second inning. F9 if you're scoring at home with me. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Trinity Reese.
Right fielder number 7, Trinity Reese.
Reese will be batting from the right side as we are locked in a pitcher's duel here, early going from Lufkin Lady Panther softball field. And that first pitch, a little chin music right under the chin, 1-0 to Reese, the 5-hole hitter. She'll be followed by Kyler Rose, the 6-hole hitter. In the bottom third of the lineup, Franklin Brown and Pruitt here for the Lady Spartans. A 0-1 pitch, that is hit off the end of the bat down the right field line, and that'll play. The Lady Panthers will be on the road for both games next week. The 1-1 pitch, that is a ground ball to right side, fielded cleanly over there by the Lady Panthers. That is going to be Penner over to Stafford for another out, the second time in 2 innings for that duo, and we got 2 outs here in the second inning. Harper throwing some bullets herself here this afternoon.
Number 21, Kylie Rose.
That'll bring up the first baseman, the 6-hole hitter, number 21, Kylie Rose, batting for the first time this afternoon from the right side with 2 outs and nobody on base. McClendon, Fajardo, Penner, and Stanford on the infield for Lufkin. That's in for a strike, 0-1. The outfield is Hernandez, Garrett, and Smith out and right. Smallwood behind the plate, and Mia Harper dealing here this afternoon. 0-1 to the first baseman from Porter. Kylie Rose. Mia's pitch, that is just a little bit inside. In the same vicinity that Crosby was getting last inning, but not to be. 1-1 to count. 1-1 pitch, chopper back, 1-2. Harper a strike away from retiring another quick second inning here. See if she can get it. The 1-2 pitch, and that is a ground ball to Fajardo at short. She's going to have to hurry. Strong throw is high, and I believe it brought her off the bag. Stafford had to climb the ladder to haul it in, and she did come off the bag, and it's going to go down as an E6 for the first base runner of the ball game.
Now batting will be the shortstop, number 5, Jordan Franklin.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Jordan Franklin, with 2 outs, and now the first base runner of the ball game. Rose on via the error. And the first pitch, man, called ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, that is called a ball, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, that's going to be outside. Snap throw down to first. A good one by Smallwood. But Rose back in just the nick of time. 3-0 the count. Harper now with the 3-0. That is in for a strike, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch, that too's called a strike. 3-2. Franklin thought both of those were balls. The 3-2 pitch, and she just got a piece of it. 3-2 will remain the count. Three-two pitch and struck her out. Went with the off-speed, and Franklin goes down via the A-Belts Pharmacy strikeout for the third out of the inning. Mia Harper dodges the error, and we will head to the bottom of the second here. The Keller Williams Real Estate Buchanan Group. Second inning. We're still scoreless. Lady Panthers coming to bat here on Lufkin Game Time.
Don't wait till it's too late. Strata Roofing and Construction can inspect and assess your roof. They will offer you the best options in repair or replace your property's roof. Expert roofers specializing in composite, metal, tile, TOP, and PVC. Homeowners trust Strata. Residential and commercial, new construction or replacement. Located in Lufkin and serving all of East Texas. Efficient, affordable, Strata Roofing, 936-414-8172.
Welcome back to Lady Panther softball right here on Lufkin Game Time. Thank you for tuning us in this afternoon. We're in the second inning, still scoreless, as the Lady Panthers are coming to bat. It'll be McClendon, Smallwood, and Hernandez in the second inning. The Buchanan Group, Keller Williams Real Estate. Give the Buchanan Group guys a call today for all of your real estate needs. Buying or selling, they have got you covered. Second inning action, once again, 0-0. They've got one base runner, got on via the error last inning, but Rose was stranded. The Lady Panthers went very quietly to Crosby in the first inning. 3 strikeouts by Crosby. And that'll bring up Marley McClendon, our third baseman. And the first pitch, swing and a miss by McClendon. It's 0-1. And another swing and a miss by McClendon, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch down to McClendon. That off speed is not a strike, and it's 1-2. 1-2 pitch now to our third baseman. That's just a bit outside, and it's 2-2 now. Defense from the Lady Spartans. Evans, Pickens, Franklin, Hayes, and Rose on the infield. As we get the 2-2 from Crosby, and it's another strikeout. 4 A-Belts Pharmacy strikeouts now for Crosby. That outfield for the Lady Spartans is Pruitt, Brown, and Reese from left to right. And Jackson behind the plate. And that'll
be the catcher, number 8, Akira Smallwood.
Akira Smallwood, the catcher tonight, will be stepping in with 1 out. And she will swing at the first pitch she sees and comes up empty-handed, 0-1. Oh, 1 to Smallwood. She got a bat on it, popped it up, however, on the infield. Somebody's going to call it. It will be Jackson, the catcher. It'll be at F2, but at least we got that baby in play. See if Hernandez can square one up and get us a hit. The left fielder coming to bat.
Yeah, they hate, but they broke them. And when it's time to pop, they have no shame. Yeah, I'm pretty, but I'm local.
Stepping up to the plate will be the left fielder, number 12, Alicia Hernandez.
Hernandez will step in batting from the right side. Her first pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. Crosby gets the sign. Another offering might have hit her. Nope, she backed off of it. I wouldn't let it hit me either. It's coming in there with some heat. 1-1 to count. The 1-1 pitch, that's going to be outside now to Hernandez, and it's 2-1. Lufkin, we're still looking for our first base runner. As Crosby's coming in, the sophomore throwing strikes and throwing them up there with a little bit of pace to him. Here's the 2-1. And that's fouled straight back, even it up at 2-2. Hernandez choking up on that bat. Here comes the 2-2 from Crosby. Goes with the spin move. Boy, that thing broke about 6 inches. I can see it from here. Good job by Hernandez to get a little bit of bat on it and foul it off. We'll do it again. Second inning brought to you by the Buchanan Group. All your real estate needs, you know where to go. The 2-2 coming in, and that's a swing and a miss, and that'll be the 5th strikeout in 2 innings for Crosby, and it'll do it for the Lady Panthers here in the second inning. We are still scoreless. We're headed to the 3rd. You're listening to Lady Panther softball right here on Lufkin Game Time.
Well, everyone, the merger is now complete. 2 East Texas insurance powers are now one. Morgan Insurance and Bartlett, Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency are now just Morgan and Bartlett, Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency. You can connect with them at 936-634-7755 or morganins.com. That's morganins.com. You can now get your free auto quotes courtesy of Germania Insurance. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches in all of East Texas. Let the experts with over 150 years experience take care of you. It's the new East Texas Power. That's Morgan and Bartlett, Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency here in Lufkin.
This is a hamburger. And this, friends, is a Whataburger. A fresh 100% beef patty so big it can only fit on a 5-inch bun. Oh, there's another. Someone's going for a double. Maybe it'll be topped with melted cheese and, oh my goodness, grilled onions and grilled jalapenos. I'm not sure the speakers can handle any more sizzle. Good thing you can do more than just hear the difference. Good thing there's Whataburger.
And welcome back as we move into the 3rd inning. Lady Panther softball here, brought to you by Fajara's Heating and Air. See my man Brandon and the guys, Mr. Marshall, for all your heating and air needs. That is Fajara's Heating and Air. That'll be 8-9-1 coming up for the Lady Spartans here in the top of the 3rd inning. And that first pitch in from Harper caught Brown right up under the hands as it tailed into her. Foul ball is the call, but that's only because Brown couldn't get out of the way fast enough. Already into this 3rd inning in this pitcher's duel. Still shut out. Neither team with a hit yet. She bunts it right out in front of the plate. Good job by Smallwood and fires it down to first base. What a play by Smallwood. Pops up behind the plate and throws a dart down there to Stafford. And that'll get Brown 2-3 on the putout for out number 1. What a play. That is a defensive gem brought to you as always by Commercial Bank of Texas. That'll bring up the 9-0 hitter, the left fielder, Pruitt. She'll step in from the right side. As Stafford's creeping up at first base, anticipating some kind of slappage here. Here's the first pitch, and it is a slap right over there to Stafford. She knew what she was doing. Takes a step up and steps on the bag. 3 unassisted for the second quick out here of the 3rd inning, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order, and Candace Hayes. Hayes grounded out to Pinner at second base to start this game off back in the 1st inning. 2 outs, top of the 3rd. We're brought to you by Fajara's Heating and Air here in this 3rd inning. And the first pitch off the end of the bat, and that's going to be a tough play for Fajardo. Not going to be able to get her, and that's going to be the first hit of this ball game. got it right off the handles, and it didn't have, Fajardo made a great play at shortstop, but it didn't have enough on it to get the speedster headed to first base, and that will be the first hit of the ball game. Right off the handle. That'll bring up the catcher, Christina Jackson, struck out on a 3-2 pitch, swinging back in the first inning. The left-handed hitting catcher steps in. First pitch catches the outside corner. It's 0-1 to Jackson. Harper looking for the sign. Finally gets it as it's relayed from the dugout. The 0-1 pitch way outside. They're going to try to steal second base, and she's going to slide in there safe. Hayes goes to the outside of the bag. Smallwood's throw wasn't bad, but the Speedy Hayes is in the scoring position with 2 outs and a 1-1 count now to Jackson. Fajardo came all the way across to try to apply the tag, but it was just a bit late. The 1-1 drilled up the middle, and Harper can't get a glove on it. Is the center fielder. Garrett's going to throw a dart in. The run will not score, as Hayes will be back to third base. Jackson over at first with the first legit hit of this ball game, but New Caney now has got it brewing. First and third with only 2 outs. And that'll bring up the 3-0 hitter, Kiera Crosby, the pitcher. She grounded out sharply to Fajardo back to end the first inning. Jackson hit that ball right on a clothesline to center field. I thought Harper was going to get a glove on it. It went right by her left leg, but she just missed it. And the first pitch, and it's down the right field line. It is foul. Stafford was right there. If it would have been fair, I feel confident she would have caught it. The 0-1 pitch, off speed, called a ball, 1-1. And she swings that one defensively down the right field line, out of play. Count will be 1-2, I believe, is the count. And the pitch swings it back. Count will remain. Harper gets the sign. Everybody goes to their wristband. This must be an important sign coming in. Crosby gets the pitch, laces it right up the middle, right between the legs of Harper. She can't haul it in, and it's going to be 1-0. 3 consecutive singles, first and second now. That'll be an RBI single off the bat of Crosby. As Hayes comes in to score from third, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Evans Pickens. Gable will come in to be the courtesy runner over here for the pitcher Crosby. And the first pitch upstairs to the heavy hitting Evans Pickens. Coming into this game with 12 home runs. Number 1 on their team. The 1-0 pitch. Uh-oh. I think she hits it high and hits it deep, and that is gone. Well, she's now got 13 on the season. That ball goes opposite field over the Whataburger sign in right center field, and it is a 3-run bomb for Evans Pickens. And all of this with 2 outs. Got it a little bit too far up in the zone, and she stayed back and drove it textbook style to right field, and it is 4-0. Going to have a CHI St. Luke's Health Memorial timeout as we go out to have a word with Harper. 2 hits back up the middle, but it all started with that little flare off the handle by Hayes that she just beat out the throw by Fajardo, and then a couple of line drives up the middle that Harper couldn't get a glove on, and then that high, deep, towering fly ball to right field that left the building. That'll bring up Trinity Reese, grounded out. Back in the second inning. To pin her at short or at second base. And the first pitch, chopper to the left side, and again it gets by everybody. Fajardo will make a great play, however. Charges it, throws a dart over there. That'll go down as a 6-3 for the third out of the inning, but 4 consecutive hits and culminated with a 3-run bomb by Evans Pickens. They score 4 here in the Fajars Heating and Air third inning. Lufkin coming to bat down 4 in the third. It is right here on Lufkin Game Time.
Commercial Bank of Texas has been your community bank since 1901, and our dedication to the people we serve is as important today as it was then. Today, CBTX brings you the latest technology backed by personal customer service and #sealed with a smile. At Commercial Bank of Texas, banking is our business, but helping people succeed is our passion. It's time you experience banking Texas style. Stop by or give us a call today. You'll be glad you did.
And a welcome back to Lufkin Lady Panthers softball. Here on Lufkin Game Time, we move into this bottom half of the third inning. And it will be 7-8-9 for the Lady Panthers, Harper, Penner, and Segura. Mia Harper will step in.
The third inning will be the pitcher, number 19, Mia Harper.
And this will be her first at bat of the ball game. 7-8-9 for the Lady Panthers here in the third inning, now trailing it 4-0. And the first pitch to Harper, she goes after it, but it tails inside on her 0-1. Crosby starting all of our right-handed batters off with the first pitch high and tight inside, and it has been called a strike so far. 0-1 pitch, and now goes low and away, strike 2. The 0-2 pitch coming in off the end of the bat. Had some old English on it, spinning down that first baseline, but it will be foul. Just got a piece of that one to stay alive. Harper back in the box now, down in the count, 1-2. And goes after that one, I think. Or did she check her swing? I guess she did. And the 2-2 pitch coming into Harper. That's going to be outside. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Strikeout. A-Belt's Pharmacy strikeout of Mia Harper. She goes down looking on a fastball right in under the handles. I don't know what in the world I could have done with that myself.
Stepping up to the plate will be the second baseman. Number 9, Mallory Pinner.
And she squares around a bunt, does Mallory Pinner, our second baseman, and she will go right under it. It's 0-1. Our 8-hole hitter, Mallory Pinner's first at bat here this afternoon. We were in the bottom of the third inning, brought to you by Fajara's Heating and Air. The 0-1 swing and miss at a high fastball, and it's 0-2. Well, if you don't see this pitching night in and night out, it is tough to adjust because I'm telling you right now, it is getting in there quickly. Coach Tullis' scouting report, pretty accurate, and that fastball is right on the outside corner for strike 3. That is the 7th strikeout of the night for Crosby. We're still in the third inning, and that'll bring up the 9-0 hitter, Kayla Segura.
Now batting is the DP number 5, Kayla Segura.
She is the designated hitter, and she bats in the 9-hole, trying to slap and run that ball to the left side, but she can't reach it because it is a fastball in the outside corner, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch, trying to do the same. Checks her swing, however, and that'll even the count up at 1-1 as that one tailed a little far outside. But she is going to have an awful time reaching this outside pitch if she is on this same game plan. 1-1 pitch and goes off speed way out in front, 1-2. Crosby gets the sign, goes back to the outside, and Segura is going to swing and strike out again, or for her first time, but that's our 8th strikeout through 3 innings. And that'll do it for the Fajara's Heating and Air third inning. Lufkin trailing it 4-0, headed to the 4th here on Lufkin Game Time.
They not only treat you like friends, they treat you like family.
They're very knowledgeable, personable, and very professional.
At Keller Williams Buchanan Realty Group, we consider it an honor to serve you. I'm Heather Buchanan, and on behalf of our entire team, thank you for entrusting us with your biggest investment and for making us the largest real estate company in Deep East Texas. Check out our offices in Lufkin, Lake Sam Rayburn, Toledo Bend, and Nacogdoches, or online at lufkinproperties.com.
I was like, good gracious, heat is bodacious, air conditioners having complications. There is no right time for this extreme. The weather's too warm, I need a tech on the scene. Hey Ferraras, I am believing you can make my AC work again. Check it, got it fixed for all the 4 seasons. My house cool now, we're all chilling. It's feeling hot this year, so turn that AC low. I am getting too hot, I'm gonna call Ferraras.
As we get you set here for the 4th inning, this 4th inning action brought to you by Commercial Bank of Texas. Mr. Sear and Roper, and of course Mr. Caraway over on the new branch over there on the Gaslight side of town. Stop in and see him for all of your banking needs. That is Commercial Bank of Texas. As we move in here to the fourth inning, Commercial Bank of Texas fourth inning, it'll be 6, 7, 8 in the lineup here for the Spartans of New Caney Porter. And the first baseman, Kyler Rose, who reached on an error, will step in and pops that ball into foul territory over the first base dugout. And it'll be 0-1. Harper's pitched very well. She just got a bad break in that third inning. 3 singles in a row, and then the big 3-run bomb for Evans Pinkins makes the score 4-0, and that's where we stand here in the top of this fourth inning as Kaylee Rose, the first baseman, stepping in. 0-1 pitch from Harper. Ball's hit high to left center field. Going over is Garrett. She's under it. Makes the call and the catch for a F8 out number 1 here. Deep fly ball to left center field. Her and Fernandez were converging over it, but Garrett will haul it in. That'll bring up the shortstop, Jordan Franklin. She struck out in the second inning. First pitch coming in. She squares around the bunt, but pulls back on the high fastball. 1-0 now to Franklin. Should be followed by the 8-hole hitter. That is Layla Brown, and then down to the 9-hole with Pruitt, the left fielder. The 1-0 pitch, again upstairs, 2-0. Once again, it is another great day for Lufkin Little League tomorrow, opening day. Bunch of potential Panthers will be out there on display tomorrow afternoon. All day tomorrow, I believe. 2-0 pitch, and that is called a strike on the outside corner, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch way outside from Harper, and that'll make it 3-1 now. And that is called a strike. Almost hit her. She said it hit her. The umpire said, no, it's a strike. Not only did he say it didn't hit you, it's a strike. 3-2 count now to Franklin. And the 3-2. And that's not called a strike. Ball 4. That is our first Whataburger walk of the ball game. Double meat, double cheese. See one of those great Whataburger locations all over Deep East Texas. The 6-pitch walk to Franklin, first of the ball game. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Layla Brown, who laid down a perfect bunt in the third inning. But, man, Smallwood popped up behind that plate and threw a dart down there to first to Stafford to get her by a step. And there's a pitch, tails inside for ball 1. And the 0-1 pitch, that ball's hit right to Segura. This could be 2. Steps on the bag, goes to first and got it. Hard ground ball right to Segura, who was coming to cover the bag, and she fields it cleanly, steps on second. and fires it to first to get Brown. The double play will do it here in the fourth inning for the Commercial Bank of Texas fourth inning. Spartans are retired. Panthers coming to bat, down 4-0 here on Lufkin Game Time.
Hey, Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
And welcome back to Lady Panther softball as we move into the bottom half of the fourth inning. And Lufkin, nothing going offensively so far against this great pitcher from New Caney Porter. Sierra Crosby has gone 9 up, 9 down. We did pop one up to the catcher in the second inning. Outside of that, it is 8 strikeouts against the highly talented sophomore. And we'll be back to the top of the order. Abby Fajardo, who led things off with, you guessed it, a strikeout in the first inning. Again, we've only put one in play. She does come up to a jam with a little Snoop Dogg in the background. I like it. Fajardo will try to get us our first base runner and first hit of the ball game. She steps in from the right side and takes that pitch for ball one upstairs. The 1-0 pitch now, and that hit her. Fajardo's going to take that off the forearm, and we've got our first base runner of the ball game. Hit pitch. Perfect game still intact, or excuse me, the no-hitter is still intact, but the perfect game is history. She thought maybe Fajardo was trying to bunt and it hit her, but the umpire does not agree with that assessment. And a swing and a miss on the first one there. Strike one now to Garrett. That is a ball. Garrett struck out on 5 pitches back in the first inning. Takes that low and outside, 1-1 to count. Off the outside corner, ball 2. And that ball's hit hard, but it is just a bit foul down the left field line. And it'll be 1-2. By far the hardest ball we've hit tonight. Good job there by Garrett, just a little bit out in front, and then it will carry him foul. And the 2-2 off speed is outside. So we got the leadoff runner on base. And Garrett trying to get her over. Get us back in this ball game. Need a little rally, down by 4. And the pitch is outside and high, and it's going to be a Whataburger walk. So the Panthers with 2 leadoff runners on here in the 4th inning, and that'll bring their coach out to have a word with Crosby. Crosby had faced 9 in a row coming into this 4th inning, brought to you as always by Commercial Bank of Texas, and then hits Fajardo on an 0-1 pitch, and now has walked Addison Garrett on 6 pitches. And the Lady Panthers have got 2 runners on, still looking for our first hit, and Chloe Stafford will be coming to bat here in just a matter of moments after this St. Luke's Health Memorial timeout. So they will break it up, and we'll be back coming in. Chloe Stafford looking for a hit to not only get us our first hit, but get us a run and get us back in this thing down 4-0.
Chloe Stafford.
And she lays down a perfect bunt. They'll have to go to first. Stafford bunts Fajardo over to third and Garrett out to second. For out number one. And that'll bring up Marley McClendon.
Stepping up to the plate will be the third baseman, Marley McClendon.
So a hit here could cut this lead in half. Lufkin with great speed on the pass. And the first pitch called a strike for an 0-1 count. McClendon struck out as well back in the second inning. The 0-1, and she waves at that 0-2. And the 0-2, that's going to be well outside. 1-2 the count now to McClendon. Panthers 2 runners on, a hit pitch and a walk, a Whataburger walk. But McClendon trying to get a clutch hit right here. She's batting from the right side. Gets the pitch, the 1-2, and she pops it up. Foul territory. Evans Pickens giving chase, and she'll make the catch in foul territory right by our third base dugout, and that'll be an F5 for out 2. And that'll bring up Arika Smallwood.
Now batting is the catcher, Akira Smallwood.
Smallwood will step in. She popped up to the catcher in the second inning. And swings and misses. It's 0-1. And that's going to be outside. 1-1 now. Popped her up. Evans Pickens giving chase again down the left field line. Foul territory. Runs up against the fence. She says she caught it. And apparently she did. I was blocked by the view from our dugout, but what a great play it had to be over there by Evans Pickens. It's going to be back-to-back pop-ups to the third baseman. That one a great play. And that'll do it for Lufkin here in the fourth inning. A couple base runners, but no runs and no hits. Headed to the fifth. Brought to you by Commercial Bank of Texas. It is 4-0 Porter here on Lufkin Game Time.
Don't wait till it's too late. Strata Roofing and Construction can inspect and assess your roof. They will offer you the best options in repair or replace your property's roof. Expert roofers specializing in composite, metal, tile, TOP, and PVC. Homeowners trust Strata. Residential and commercial, new construction or replacement. Located in Lufkin and serving all of East Texas. Efficient, affordable, Strata Roofing, 936-414-8172. Well, everyone, the merger is now complete. 2 East Texas insurance powers are now one. Morgan Insurance and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency are now just Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency. You can connect with them at 936-634-7755 or morganins.com. That's morganins.com. You can now get your free auto quotes courtesy of Germania Insurance. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches in all of East Texas. Let the experts with over 150 years experience take care of you. It's the new East Texas Power. That's Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency here in Lufkin.
To Lady Panther softball here on Lufkin Game Time. Thank you for tuning us in. We are, as always, brought to you by our good friends at Strata Roofing. As we head into the fifth inning of play here, Strata Roofing, my man Mr. Greenway and the guys taking care of you. For all of your roofing needs, residential or commercial, it does not matter. Strata Roofing is there for you in your time of need. Give them a call today. Let them handle the hassle with the insurance. They do it all. That is Strata Roofing. And that will take us to the 5th inning. And coming to bat here for the Spartans will be 9-1-2. Pruitt, Hayes, and Jackson. As Mia has done a phenomenal job through 4 innings, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and a walk. But that 4-run barrage in the 3rd inning was an excuse-me single. Started it with 2 outs, and then they got the meat of their lineup coming up, and then they got a few hits in a row and strung it together. And the first pitch here to Pruitt out of the 9 spot. She grounded out to Stafford back in the 1st inning. She takes that for ball 1. Excuse me, in the 3rd inning. Harper gets the sign from Smallwood, and that pitch is going to be up in the zone, 2-0. Hyundai of Lufkin look-ahead spot to next Friday night. Coach Cobb and his boys will be back at home to face the Dragons, and we'll have it for you right here on Lufkin Game Time. The 2-0 pitch, that's going to catch the outside corner, 2-1. McClendon, Fajardo, Penner, and Stafford on the infield for the Lady Panthers. Hernandez, Garrett, Smith left to right in the outfield. Smallwood behind the plate. The freshman, 2-1 pitch from Harper. And that catches the outside corner, 2-2. Foul ball off the bat of Pruitt. And there's a ground ball to the right side. Fielded cleanly over there by Penner. She fires it over to Stafford again. That combination has combined for 4 outs here in this ball game. Penner to Stafford for out number 1 and brings us to the top of the order. Cadence Hayes will step in. She grounded back to second, and she hit the bat off the hand, the hit off the handle that started the rally in the 3rd inning. It went to the shortstop for Fajardo, but it was so slow that she beat it out, and it started a sequence of events that led to 4 runs with 2 outs. Back in the 3rd inning, she's 1 for 2. The leadoff batter from the left side squares around to bunt, bunts it hard right back to the Stafford. She fires it over to Penner. Penner bobbled it, but apparently she held on to it. So it had been Penner to Stafford. She returns a favor. Stafford to Penner for out number 2. Christina Jackson struck out swinging in the 1st inning and then hit a rope up the middle that almost took Mia Harper with her to center field back in that 3rd inning. She's 1 for 2 on the night. First pitch coming in to Jackson from the left side, and that's going to go high for ball 1. This top of the 5th inning, we're brought to you by Strata Roofing. Once again, residential or roofing or commercial. They are there for you. That is Strata Roofing. Jackson back in. The 1-0 pitch way outside, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, and that one's in there for a strike to Jackson, 2-1. And the pitcher, Kiera Crosby, over there in that on-deck circle. And then, of course, the big stick of Evans Pickens behind that. This is how they got their runs in the 3rd inning, and it too came with 2 outs. This 3 combination right here. That's right back up the middle, and Harper hits it off the edge of the heel of her glove. And oh boy, just as it did a minute ago, that's going to be an E1. It went right off the heel of Mia's glove and carried over to the shortstop. It was a one hopper, should have been out 3. But instead, they're going to have a runner on first, and Kiara Crosby, who hit a single RBI single in the 3rd and grounded out to short, will be coming in here with 2 outs and a runner over at first base. And a 4-0 lead. Harper's first pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch off the outside corner evens the count up at 1-1. Somebody in the stand is making our calls for us. Interesting. The 1-1 pitch, well outside again, 1-2, 2-1. Strata Roofing, 5th inning, 2 outs, 1 on. But their 3-hole hitter up, the sophomore pitcher, Kiara Crosby. And the pitch, that catches the outside corner, 2-2. Cougars in a dogfight right now with Miami of Florida in the regional tournament up in Kansas City. 2-2 pitch, that's fouled off. If you are an NCAA tournament guy, they are down 5 with about 15 minutes left. Come on, Cougars. Mr. Sprout, Calvin Sampson and the guys. Hopefully them in Texas can meet for a berth in the Final Four on Sunday. But Houston battling it now, down by 5. And Texas will play Xavier a little later tonight. Both will have their hands full, as Houston already does. And the 2-2 coming in to Crosby, and she fouls that one off her front foot, and we'll do it again. Two pitch coming in from Mia, and it's low. Jackson ventured a good bit off that bag over there at first, but she's able to get back in plenty of time. The 3-2 pitch popped up. We'll do it again. And it looks like number 1, Alabama, is out of here. San Diego State is just about to upset the Crimson Tide in the first game of the Sweet 16 here this afternoon. If you're following. And the 3-2 coming in once again. That's going to be low, ball 4. It's going to be a walk. Rutrow. A Whataburger walk. Wait a second. I thought it was a walk, but they're going to say she swung at that pitch, I guess. Did they say she swung it? I think they said she swung at that pitch that hit about 5 feet short of the plate. And it's going to be a strikeout. Excuse me. An Abel's Pharmacy strikeout. So that'll do it here, I'm guessing, for the Lady Spartans in the 5th inning. We get a bit of a break, and they leave a runner on base. We will go to the bottom of the 5th, still trailing 4-0. Lady Panthers coming to bat here on Lufkin Game Time.
Well, everyone, the merger is now complete. Two East Texas insurance powers are now one. Morgan Insurance and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency are now just Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency. You can connect with them at 936-634-7755 or morganins.com. That's morganins.com. You can now get your free auto quotes courtesy of Germania Insurance, serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches and all of East Texas. Let the experts with over 150 years experience take care of you. It's the new East Texas Power. That's Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency here in Lufkin. Well, welcome back. Lady Panther softball here at Lufkin Game Time. As we get ready to come to bat here, Lufkin will be sending 6, 7, 8, Hernandez, Harper, and Penner in this fifth inning. Down 4-0.
Leading off the bottom of the fifth inning will be the left fielder, Hernandez.
Hernandez struck out in the second inning, batting for only her second time tonight, and she steps in and pops the first one back out of play, 0-1. Crosby now 8 strikeouts. She's hit a batter and walked one. Lufkin still looking for our first hit, and we're still looking for our first run in district, having been shut out Tuesday night 5-0 at Huntsville, and now going up against this All-American pitcher in Crosby, Kiara Crosby. Is as advertised. The 0-1 coming in from Crosby, and that's outside for ball one. 1-1 to count now. Strata Roofing fifth inning action. Swing and a miss, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, and she swings at the off-speed pitch for the strikeout. Hernandez goes down for the second time this afternoon. Out one here in the fifth.
Stepping into the box will be number 19, Mia Harper.
First pitch to Harper. She fouls back the inside fastball, and it's 0-1. Harper struck out to lead off the third inning. 9 strikeouts in the game now for Crosby through this 4 1/3 innings. The 0-1. Oh, she goes after a way high fastball, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, just a bit outside, 1-2. Well outside here, 2-2 now to Harper. Two pitch, struck her out, came inside with the fastball. And back-to-back strikeouts here in the fifth inning. And the 10th of the night for Crosby.
Number 9, Mallory Penner.
Mallory Penner will step in. She struck out as well in the third inning. And the first pitch, that's on the outside corner for strike one. Good pitch there by Crosby. The 0-1 pitch, that is, not a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Penner, 1-2. Penner back in now. The freshman's 1-2 pitch. That's going to be on outside, and we'll even it up at 2-2 now, our 8-hole hitter. The 2-2 pitch, inside out, and it is, just a bit foul down the right field line. Would have been our first hit of the night, but not to be. And she fouls it off again. Two-two pitch, swing and a miss, and it is going to be the third consecutive strikeout of the inning, and that'll do it for our Lady Panthers here in the fifth inning. And it is over with our Strata Roofing fifth inning. Lufkin trailing it 4-0, headed to the sixth here on Lufkin Game Time.
This is a hamburger, and this, friends, is a Whataburger. A fresh 100% beef patty so big it can only fit on a 5-inch bun. Oh, there's another. Someone's going for a double. Maybe it'll be topped with melted cheese and, oh my goodness, grilled onions and grilled jalapenos. I'm not sure the speakers can handle any more sizzle. Good thing you can do more than just hear the difference. Good thing there's Whataburger.
Commercial Bank of Texas has been your community bank since 1901, and our dedication to the people we serve is as important today as it was then. Today, CBTX brings you the latest technology, backed by personal customer service and #sealed with a smile. At Commercial Bank of Texas, banking is our business, but helping people succeed is our passion. It's time you experienced banking Texas style. Stop by or give us a call today. You'll be glad you did.
So here we go. The sixth inning. And it'll be, well, I don't know what they called in that last inning, but Crosby's back in to start this inning, and she will take the first pitch in for ball one. Oh, you're out for that? The runner at first base left too early, and she was called out. So that was, I didn't think she struck out, but I didn't see the first baseman. But that was the call to end the previous inning, so it got us out of that jam. And here we go again with Crosby leading things off in a 1-1 count to start the sixth inning. The sixth inning brought to you by the Loving Auto Group. My man, Mr. Joe Loving, and all the fine folks at the Loving Auto Group, right over here, just a stone's throw away from where we're sitting right now on the East Loop. 1-1 pitch from Harper. That ball is off the end of the bat to right field. Coming in is Smith, and she will make the play out in shallow right field. Great play out there. F9 for the first out of the inning. Mia Harper's been really good. 3 strikeouts, a walk, 4 hits. He did give up that one bomb to Evans Pickens, who is about to step into the box right now. And that's been it.
Now batting will be number 22, Avery Evans Pickens.
And the first pitch, she did hit that 3-run bomb to right and flew out to right back in the second inning. Takes that one for ball one. And that ball's hit off the end of the bat, flaring out to right field. 1-1 the count, out of play. The 0-2 pitch, that is outside, 1-2. Good pitch there by Mia. Here in our Loving Auto Group 6th inning. The 1-2 pitch. That ball's hit on a rope to left field this time and right through the glove, the legs of Hernandez, and it's going to go to the wall. Rounding second base is Evans Pickens. She's coming into third. Wild throw over there, but we will get it. It's going to be a single off the bat and then the E7 to allow her to third. And she'll be on third with one out.
Now batting will be number 7, Trinity Reese.
Off the end of the bat, right to secure it short. Got to hurry. Throws it to first, and they got her. Here's the second out of the inning. It is going to bring Evans Pickens in to score. 6-3 for out number 2 of Trinity Reese, but she will get credit for an RBI, and it's 5-0.
Now batting will be 21, Kylie Rose.
First pitch in there to Kylie Rose outside for ball one. It's top of the 6th inning, now 5-0. That one's in there for a strike from Mia. She has done a really good job. That's going to be an unearned run right there. It is the 3rd error of the night for the Lady Panthers, but that's the first one that's come back to haunt us. It's upstairs 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, chopper to the left side. McClendon will go to first, and they'll get her. Good play there. McClendon to Stafford, 5-3 for the putout for out number 3. They get a hit and an error, which does lead to a run. And they lead it 5-0. Halfway through the Loving Auto Group 6th inning. Lady Panthers coming to bat here on Lufkin Game Time.
Was more than I ever expected.
At Keller Williams Buchanan Realty Group, our greatest joy is helping your real estate dreams come true. Hi, I'm Heather Buchanan, and on behalf of our entire team, we want to thank you for entrusting us with your biggest investment and for making us the largest real estate company in Deep East Texas with offices.
I was like, good gracious, heat is bodacious, air conditioners having complications. There is no right time for this extreme. The weather's too warm, I need a tech on the scene. Hey Ferraras, I am believing you can make my AC work again. Check it, got it fixed for all the 4 seasons. My house cool now, we're all chilling. It's feeling hot this year, so turn that AC low. I am getting too hot.
Well, we move into the the bottom half of inning number 6. And coming to bat for the Lady Panthers will be Segura, Fajardo, and Garrett at the top of the order. As the Lady Panthers still looking for our first hit. Crosby, again, coming in as one of the most talented pitchers in the state. And she is not disappointed. 11 strikeouts. She hit one batter and gave us a walk, but we still are looking for a hit. And we go to the 6th inning. Segura struck out back in the 3rd. She steps in from the left side. First pitch outside for ball 1. And there's a good off-speed pitch, but it's low, 2-0. That's in there for a strike to Segura, 2-1. Hyundai of Lufkin look-ahead spot will be to next Friday night. The Panthers will be back in town. Coach Cobb's boys, who are down in Kingwood Park right now, will be back at home next Friday night against the Dragons. We'll have the first pitch at 7 o'clock, I do believe, right here on Lufkin Game Time. 3-1 count now to Segura. Segura back in the box, the left-handed designated hitter. Oh, she slipped down or something, the pitcher did, Crosby, and that goes to the backstop, and it will be the second walk of the ball game. The Whataburger ball 4 pass, the second, again, of the ball game, and Lufkin has the leadoff runner on base.
Stepping up to the plate will be number 2, Abby Fajardo.
First pitch to Fajardo is inside for ball 1. She was hit by a pitch back in the 4th inning. Got on to second with a walk to Garrett. Then Stafford bunted her over. She's our only runner to get to third base tonight. And the 1-0 pitch is inside again, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, that's a strike. Throw down to first, and Segura's back in under the tag. And the 2-1 pitch to Fajardo is outside cornerish, 2-2. 5-0 your score. 4 in the 3rd and 1 in the 5th. Check that, the 6th. And we're still looking for not only our first run, but our first hit. And that one is popped up right back to the pitcher. She will come in running with Crosby, and she'll make the catch. That'll be an F1 for the first out of the inning.
Now batting will be number 11, Addison Garrett.
Addison Garrett will step in. She walked in the 4th inning, walking a strikeout. She's 0 for 1, 1 out, 1 on. And that's a little low, I guess. 0-1-0. And that tails inside, and it's 2-0 now to Garrett. Right, 2 misses, 3-0 now to Garrett. 3-1 pitch here from Crosby, and that is going to be inside, and it is the second walk of the inning, third of the ball game for Crosby. And the Lady Panthers will have 2 on base, and that'll bring up Chloe Stafford. Stafford struck out in the first inning, and then in this same situation back in the fourth was asked to lay down a sac bunt, and she did.
Number 10, Chloe Stafford.
There's 1 out, however, this time. And she will step in with 2 on and 1 out. And she swings and misses. 0-1. Boy, big run over there at first base. Not exactly sure what Garrett was going to do. They almost threw out behind her. We got a runner. Segura's out at second base. Garrett took a huge lead after that swing and miss by Stafford and just barely got back in under the tag. The 0-1 pitch this time is inside, 1-1. And this time Garrett hangs a little bit closer towards the bag. The 1-1 pitch. Throw down to second this time, and Segura not far off the bag. She's back in plenty of time. And a 2-1 count to Stafford as Crosby struggling just a little bit with the strike zone here in this 6th inning. That's inside, 3-1. Three-one pitch, called strike 2. Bottom of this 6th inning, 5-0 lead here, and there's a hit to right center. What are we doing? I don't know if we're going to get the run in. Segura's coming around to score. She will score, but at first base, we will get the flare hit to right by Stafford, our first hit of the ball game. And she gets an RBI. Segura is able to come in to score, and it's 5-1. Garrett is still at second base. There's only 1 out, but we couldn't get a good reading on that ball. Neither base runner thought that it was going to fall.
Batting is number 4, Marley McClendon.
And now to bring up Marley McClendon, the cleanup batter. She's 0 for 2. And she takes that for ball 1. So the Panthers have our first hit of the ball game. 5-1 is your score. And the 1-0 way outside as she falls down again. Everybody will move up a base on the wild pitch. And it's 2-0 as Crosby is now struggling a little bit. Well, I'll say a little bit, a lot with the strike zone. And they're going to call a St. Luke's Health Memorial timeout. And I believe we're going to get a pitching change. We'll take the timeout with them. Lufkin with a couple in scoring position trying to make this a ball game. We're here in the 6th inning, brought to you by the Loving Auto Group. We'll take a quick break. Back with more Lady Panther softball right after this on Lufkin Game Time.
They helped guide me to purchase my dream home. It was more than I ever expected.
At Keller Williams Buchanan Realty Group, our greatest joy is helping your real estate dreams come true. Hi, I'm Heather Buchanan, and on behalf of our entire team, we want to thank you for entrusting us with your biggest investment and for making us the largest real estate company in Deep East Texas, with offices in Lufkin, Lake Sam Rayburn, Toledo Bend, and Nacogdoches. Connect with us at lufkinproperties.com.
Well, welcome back. We are not going to have a pitching change as Crosby's going to stay in the ball game. Just a meeting of the minds out there. Lufkin now with second and third, and a 2-0 count to McClendon. And again, this tail's way inside, and it's 3-0. Could get the leadoff runner on base, or the tying run at the plate if she gets on. The 3-0 pitch is a swinging miss, or a foul back, excuse me. She had the green light, 3-1. Three and one, the count now to McClendon, the third baseman. And that's called a strike, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch, and that ball's hit to shallow center, and it's going to fall. Going to get a run in. And it's going to be 5-2 on the RBI single by McClendon, the shallow left center. Garrett comes in to score to make it 5-2, and the tying run will be at the plate with one out here in the sixth inning. Smallwood will come in. She's popped up to third and to the pitcher, or the catcher, excuse me. She's 0 for 2. First two hits of the ball game have come here in the sixth inning, and both produced some hits, or some runs, excuse me, for the Lady Panthers. And the first pitch to Smallwood, she goes for a big hack and comes up empty-handed. 0-1. Hernandez will be next, one out. And a new 5-2 game. Bottom of the sixth inning. The 0-1 popped it up right side, and it will get out of play. Lands right up on top of us, and will leave the count up at 1-1. And that's low for ball three. 3-1 the count now. Too small. Oh, nope. Excuse me. She called that one a strike. And the 2-1. And she strikes out. Swing and miss there by Smallwood for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Hernandez, 0 for 2 on the afternoon. It's that first pitch she sees right out to the second baseman, Hayes, and she'll fire it over to first base, 5-3. 4-3 for the putout, and that'll do it for the Lady Panthers. But we do get 2 hits, a walk, and 2 runs. 2 walks, 2 hits, 2 runs. RBI singles by Stafford, and McClendon has cut the lead to 5-2. That does it for the Loving Auto Group sixth inning. We are headed to the seventh here on Lufkin Game Time.
I was like, good gracious, heat is bodacious, air conditioners having complications. There is no right time for this extreme. The weather's too warm, I need a tech on the scene. Hey, Ferraris, I am believing you can make my AC work again. Check it, got it fixed for all the 4 seasons. My house cool now, we're all chilling. It's feeling hot this year, so turn that AC low. I am getting too hot, I'm gonna call Ferraris.
Hey, Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
And welcome back as we move into this 7th inning action, brought to you by Southside Bank. And, of course, our good friends at Ralph and Kay Coos. No better place to have your party. Right there on that patio, best seafood, Cajun food in Lufkin. That is Ralph and Kay Coos right here in Lufkin. So that'll bring these new Caney Porter Spartans to the plate here in the 7th inning.
Fans who came out tonight to support these ladies. Leading off for the Spartans.
And it'll be 7, 8, 9 for the Spartans here in the 7th inning. Franklin, Brown, and Pruitt. And the first pitch from Harper is upstairs for ball 1. Mia has been really good tonight. She struck out 3, walked 1, giving up 5 1 runs, 1 of which was unearned. And that is outside for ball 2. The 2-0 upstairs, 3-0 now to Franklin. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Franklin to start the 7th inning. It's her second Whataburger walk of the game, and that's going to bring our coach out here. And everyone's going to meet out at the mound. Harper's been really good outside of that 3rd inning. There's been nothing going at the plate, really, for the Spartans, Lady Spartans.
Now batting is the center fielder, number 3,
Layla Brown will step in with nobody on, and one on and nobody out. She is grounded into a double play to Fajardo back in the 4th inning and laid down a bunt that was a great play by Smallwood back in the 3rd inning. So she's 0 for 2 on the night. Probably going to see some form of a buntish type slash right here from the center fielder. She squares around the bunt, pulls back, throw down to second, stolen base. No, they got her. Smallwood with a rope down to second base. And the tag is applied by Penner. And she is caught stealing. What a throw there by Smallwood for out number 1. And that's in there for a strike, 0-1. That's going to be upstairs, even it up at 1-1 here to the center fielder. 2-1. Brown, again, 0 for 2 on the night. Now with 1 out in the 7th. Our Ralph and Keku, 7th inning action. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, evens it up at 2-2. 5-2 is our score. The 2-2 pitch, and that is going to hit her. Oh, came way inside and gets the center fielder on the front arm. That will be the first hit batsman of the ball game for Mia Harper.
Stepping up the bat will be number 1, Lindsay Pruitt.
And that pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, ground ball to the second baseman. That's going to be a good play. Tried to get 2, but Penner flips it to Fajardo. They will get the lead runner. That'll go down as a 4-6 put out for out number 2, and Pruitt will be on via the fielder's choice. 2 outs to the top of the order here. Trying to keep it at a 3-run game. Cadence Hayes will step in. She's 1 for 3 on the night. Couple of ground outs. She's hit it up the middle all 3 times. And she takes that one upstairs for ball 1. And a slap to the third baseman. McClendon's going to field it cleanly. Go to first base, and they will get a great play there by McClendon. They get the Speedy Hayes 5-3 over to Stafford for out 3, and that'll do it in the 7th inning for the Lady Spartans. Lufkin trailing at 5-2. Coming to bat in the 7th inning. We're brought to you by Southside Bank. We'll be back with the 7th inning right after this.
Hey, Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
Well, welcome back. It's the bottom of the 7th inning here, live from Lady Panther softball field here in Lufkin. At our great facility here that I know here in a little less than a month we'll be hosting, or a little more than a month I guess it is, be hosting a lot of playoff games here. Hopefully we'll have a few of our own. It'll be 7-8-9 for the Lady Panthers here in the 7th inning. Mia Harper, Mallory Penner, and Kayla Segura. Mia will step in. She's done a phenomenal job on the hill. She's 0 for 2 at the plate. Looking for her first hit tonight. Lufkin with 2 hits on the night. Both came in the last inning. 12 strikeouts for Crosby. 3 walks, a hit batsman, and 2 hits allowed. The 2 runs were earned. That first pitch is low for ball 1. Lufkin will need 3 runs here in the 7th inning to keep this one afloat, or we will be falling to 0-2 in 16-5A play. The good news is we've played the best 2 pitchers in the district already. The 1-0, outside corner, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. There's a chopper to the left side. Third baseman Evan Pickens fields it cleanly, fires it over to Rose at first base. And that's a quick 5-3 put out of Mia Harper. And that'll bring up Mallory Penner.
Stepping up to the plate will be number 9, Mallory Penner.
Penner will step in from the right side with 1 out. Our Lady Panthers down to our final 2 outs. And the first pitch is on the outside corner, but low for ball 1. The 1-0 popped her up, and it could be out of play. It will be out of play. 1-1 right on top of us again. One the count now to Mallory Penner. Second baseman has played some valiant defense this afternoon, made numerous plays out there, including the one to end the 7th inning. The 1-1 pitch, fisted it into the third base dugout, 1-2. One and two the count. And the off-speed pitch a little high, 2-2. Popped him up. Out of play once again. Trying to find a couple of softballs as Penner's fouled them all out of play. And the Cougars are going to join Alabama on the sideline. This will be the first time in the history of the tournament that a number 1 seed has not made it to the Elite Eight. And number 1, Alabama, and the top 2 seeds in the tournament are gone. There's a fisted right pop-up, and boy, we're going to get lucky there. She got that in on her hands, and it popped up. It hit. It's a fair ball. She touched the ball in fair territory, and then it spun foul. They're going to say it was foul, but there's no question that's a fair ball, and it's going to be a hit for Penner. It did spin foul, but she touched it first. And the Panthers will have a runner on first now with, looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter coming up for Segura.
Fielder number 20, Serenity Smith.
Smith will come into bat here, be her first at bat of the night. And the first pitch is hit right up the middle. Didn't get all of it, and it will enable Hayes to fire it over to first base, but she dropped it. She dropped it. And the Panthers are still in business. That'll go down as an E3. And the tying run coming to the plate. And back to the top of the order, and Abby Fajardo. And it looks like we're going to go back to the bench and probably get Segura to come back in to run. All speculation on my part here. Segura will re-enter the game to run for Smith.
Stepping up to the plate will be number 2, Abby Fajardo.
The 1-0 pitch. And checked her swing, but she did not hold up. 1-1. First and second now with one out. One pitch on the outside corner. 1-2 now to Fajardo. She's 0 for 2. Did get hit by a pitch in the fourth inning. She's the tying run now at the plate with one out. And that looked to be a little outside, but it's going to be called strike 3. It was a good fastball nonetheless. Right off the corner, called strike 3, and that'll be the second out of the inning, and Addison Garrett will be coming in down to our final out.
Batting will be number 11, Addison Garrett.
That ball's fouled off to the right side, and out of play. The 0-1 pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. And that is fouled back out of play, 0-2. Two now down to our final strike. We need a hit here from Garrett. That's a little bit low. It gets away from the catcher. Everybody's going to move up a base. Pin her over to third. Segura out to second. And the 1-2 pitch popped up left side. Long run over here in foul territory. Evans Pickens, and it will be in. Almost got one of our beloved fans, but everybody's safe, thank goodness. One-two pitch coming in. And did she check her swing? No, she did not. She strikes out. Thought she held up, but that is not the call, and that is going to do it here for the Lady Panthers. We're going to fall 5-2 to the Lady Spartans of New Caney, or Porter. Let's give you the final tally here as we'll jump into our Woodland Heights Medical Center postgame show. That's right, baby. Go by Woodland Heights Medical Center postgame. Stop by Woodland Heights for all your medical needs. They'll take great care of you. Final tally for Crosby. She's going to end the night with 14 strikeouts. She is going to give up 3 walks, hit a batter, and gave up 3 hits. The hits go to Penner, Stafford, and McClendon back in the 6th inning for the 2 out of the 3 to drive in both of our runs. And that'll be the line on her as Lufkin falls 5-2. Our Commercial Bank of Texas player of the game can be none other than the senior Mia Harper. Does a phenomenal job on the hill. She goes 7 full innings, only gives up 3, make that 5 hits, strikes out 3, walks 2, and hits 1. The 5 runs came across, 4 of which were earned, 1 earned run there in the 6th inning. But Mia Harper, a phenomenal night on the hill. She is our Commercial Bank of Texas player of the game. That'll do it here for the Lady Panthers. We do fall to 0-2 in district play. The Lady Panthers will be back at it. Coming up for you on Tuesday night on the road. We'll be back with you. The Hyundai of Lufkin look-ahead spot will be to next Friday. We'll be back here with the Panthers against the Dragons right here at Panther Field. First pitch slated for 7 o'clock. Thank you all for tuning in. That'll do it here for all the fine folks here for Jam Digital Media. Lady Panthers drop it tonight. We'll have you more action back on Friday. I'm Gary Ivins Jr. for Lufkin Game Time.